1, 2, ready, and...
Hello and welcome to KPA's Cool Coffee with Kansas Principals, a Principals Perspective edition, where each episode will feature the voice of different principals offering a bite-sized perspective on a topic of their choosing. Enjoy this Principals Perspective.
Hello and welcome to Cool Coffee, a Principals Perspective edition from the Kansas Principals Association. This is Dr. Justin Bogart, principal at Piper High School in the Piper School District in Kansas City, Kansas. And here's my perspective. In 1984, as a freshman at Stafford High School in Stafford, Kansas, I found myself floundering in Miss Earle's forensics and speech class. Now, I had done well in middle school. School had always come pretty easily to me. But I wasn't prepared for Mrs. Earle's expectations of what it meant to be a high school student. And so daunted by that class and its content, I did what seemed easiest at the time. I petitioned the principal, who happened to be my father, to switch me into study hall. Amazingly, he agreed. Now, my father was not someone who typically let me walk away from a challenge that he knew would be good for me in the long run, but this time he did. And I'll tell you, I still regret that decision. Later, I realized how valuable that class could have been for me, not only as a speaker, but as someone who would eventually stand in front of hundreds of people to lead, to teach, and to inspire. And I also saw the accomplishments of my classmates who didn't quit, those who stayed the course, competed in forensics and debate, and grew tremendously because of it. If I could have that decision back, I would. My point in sharing this story is this. I am certain that many of our students, especially our freshman students, our students who are new to school, are feeling the same way in 2025, the same way I did in 1984. They're being challenged, they're feeling stretched, and they're being asked to reach beyond what feels comfortable. And that's not easy. But when we engage students in learning experiences that push their abilities while giving them the right support to be successful, or helping them experience something called productive struggle. I come to this topic because I read in the October 2024 issue of Educational Leadership an article titled Thriving in the Zone of Productive Struggle. It describes productive struggle as engaging students in, quote, activities that are just beyond their current abilities but still achievable with appropriate support, end quote. That phrase, just beyond, is key. There are three big benefits that come from this kind of struggle. First, productive struggle helps build resilience and problem-solving skills. Students learn to persevere through challenges, to think creatively, and to keep trying even when something doesn't come easily. Second, productive struggle enhances learning and understanding. When students wrestle with ideas instead of simply memorizing facts, they process information more deeply and make meaningful connections. And third, productive struggle provides support while promoting independence. Productive struggle isn't about letting students flounder. It's about guiding them, giving just enough help that they can discover solutions on their own and gain confidence in the process. Without that struggle, when learning is too easy, students might feel comfortable for a while, but they risk disengagement, complacency, and even boredom. So the growth happens in that stretch zone, just beyond what's comfortable, but not so far that it feels impossible. But productive struggle isn't just for students. It's something that teachers experience too. Every time a teacher tries a new instructional strategy, redesigns an assessment, or shifts practice based on student data, they're stepping into their own zone of productive struggle. That discomfort isn't a sign of weakness, it's a sign of growth. When teachers work through the messiness of change, reflecting, adjusting, collaborating, they model exactly what we want our students to do. Stay curious, stay persistent, and keep improving. Maybe it's a lesson that didn't go as planned. Maybe it's analyzing assessment results that reveal a need to reteach. Maybe it's the first time trying a new tech tool or a teaching method. It's in those moments that teachers demonstrate courage, the willingness to learn publicly, to get better in front of their peers and students. And that's powerful modeling. Now, as administrators, we're not exempt from productive struggle either. Certainly, I've engaged in a lot of productive struggle in my 2 years in my current role. But our version might look like leading a difficult conversation, implementing a new initiative, or balancing competing priorities that all matter deeply. Sometimes leadership feels like walking a tightrope, knowing that every decision affects students, teachers, and families in real ways. but the same principle applies. Our growth as leaders happens when we lean into complexity rather than retreat from it. When we stay in the work, even when it's hard, we model persistence. We send a message that growth is not about perfection, it's about commitment, reflection, and progress. Our role is to create a school culture where students, teachers, and leaders alike feel safe to take risks, to try, to stumble, and to rise again stronger. So, as we move through the school year, let's keep this in mind. Learning and leading are parallel journeys. Both require patience, humility, and a willingness to stay with the hard things long enough to see them through. Whether you're a student wrestling with a new concept, a teacher refining your practice, or a principal navigating a new challenge, we all benefit from the same truth. Growth doesn't come from comfort, it comes from struggle, productive struggle. As my friend Travis Keel used to say, Bogart, we're either getting better or we're getting worse. There's no staying the same. He was always talking about getting better through productive struggle. And when we lean into that together with support, with grace, and with belief in each other's potential, we create a community that thrives, not just survives. In the end, the work worth doing, the work that truly changes us, is the work that stretches us just beyond what we thought we could do. Thanks for joining me today. Let's keep embracing that productive struggle, and let's keep growing together. This is Dr. Justin Bogart, proud principal of Piper High School.
Check the notes section for more information on this episode and to learn more about the KPA and its mission to develop and support all principals through optimized learning, collaborative leadership, networking, and service. Be sure to check back in for our next episode and spread the word about cool coffee with Kansas principals. Catch you next time.